The first sign that something was amiss among the small collection of rural homes surrounding old Rainbark Lake came from a report made to the local sheriff from a school bus driver. Apparently, fewer and fewer of Dame Boosie's regular country route passengers were showing up in the mornings at the 3 pickup spots. Then, one foggy Monday, they had all returned. But as Dame had so eloquently put it, they were all dead. As the 60-year-old driver had pulled up to the first stop in the darkness of pre-sunrise, she had jumped in her seat at the sight of the 6 vaguely translucent pale white forms which waited motionlessly by the mailboxes at the crossroad. As she cautiously eased the bus doors open with her hand trembling on the lever, she watched as they somberly boarded and seated themselves in accordance with their regular arrangement. She stared at them with tears in her eyes in the passenger view mirror before closing the door and continuing to the next stop, where 5 more still forms waited. It was by then obvious to Dane that something horrible had transposed over the past few months. It would be for I and Deputies Carter and Randolph to discover just how horrible. We listened closely as Dame described how she had driven on in tears as she watched all the blank faces of the children staring at her from the mirror over her head. She begged us to rid her of their presence, as she was sure they would drive her insane. It would be for me to explain that after a full investigation, it was determined that only one person could have had access to the children whose bodies were now being discovered all over the Rainbark Lake area. One person who knew the children and where they lived, somebody they trusted, and would have had opportunity to do them harm. This person had been seen at the local parks and at the town pool, talking and associating with the kids. Dame had asked us quizzically who this could have been, and if they were in custody. I told her that yes, the person was in custody as the deputies crossed the table and began to place her in cuffs. I read her rights as she stared wide-eyed with confusion. But I didn't. I couldn't have hurt those kids, she yelled. It was only as she was being led out that she began to stare at the far wall and scream in terror. They're laughing at me. All the kids are laughing.